Well, y'all, here's what she's all about. This is why the 306 had to head down the road. Boy, she's a beauty. Let me get off the trailer and show y'all what we got. There she is. Alright, so they just got it off the trailer. It's actually the same day. Tim's still here, and I told him I wanted him to do one more thing for me, and I want him to drive my dozer up to my shop there. So he's going to get the honors of driving it first. and like, none of this was planned. He called me last night out of the blue. I didn't even know who it was, and he said he wanted to try the 306 and see what I had going on. I said, well, you better come on, because she's supposed to be leaving. And luckily he had enough time to come up here, and sure enough, that's when they brought this thing. Oh, Pete. So I said, I want you to drive it to the shop. Boy, that son of a gun's pretty. That's the first time it's been in the dirt right there. I think it had like 1.5 hours on it. It's too pretty. I don't even want to get it dirty. You know, it's not every day that you get to meet the man that kind of got you started and he gets to drive your new dozer up the driveway.
I can't believe you wanted me to do that, man. I mean, a brand new dozer, yours.
You know how long?
And you wanted me to drive it up here like that. What the heck, dude?
You know how many minutes I've been in one?
How many?
About 6 minutes.
Really? Oh, this thing right here is right now. I mean, just the feel of it, the way it felt, just then right there. This thing right here is right.
The only time I've been in one is we went to Memphis for that operator challenge.
Yeah.
And that was one of the.
And that was it.
One of the courses, and I was like, I ain't never been in no dozer. He said, get in it.
And what's this one supposed to run? About 20,000, right?
Yeah, 21, somewhere around in there, something like that. It's the same as the D5K was.
Okay.
Supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, because I see it's got depth, so it's going to be probably what, 100 horsepower.
Maybe like 120 or
120. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe 105, 120, something like that.
The camera in it is awesome.
Is it?
Yes. Oh yeah.
All I've done is I got in it and turned the key on, and that's it.
Pop up in there and I'll show you what quick things on it.
So Tim's gonna give me a rundown of.
Look, dude, that thing's got an air seat in it. It's also got a heated, looks like a heated seat right there, and a fan. On a lot of the new stuff now, they blow air through the seat during the summertime, you know. And boy,
I bet.
That is.
I didn't even realize it had that.
Yeah.
It should have everything.
Yeah, for what this thing costs.
Yeah.
Yep. So on this one, I figured out real quick, your park brake is a red one over there. You don't have no pilot control that flip down like you do on the excavator.
I got you. Yeah.
So you got the park brake, and then the button right beside it, then it arms your pilots then once you crank it up. Yes, that one right there.
Got you.
So and all this new stuff, you have to let the computer boot up on them.
I don't know about this one, but that 313, it takes forever.
This is pretty quick. If
it sits for a while, it takes forever. So yeah, I see the lock is your.
That's right.
Kind of like your lever on your excavator.
And this one right here it'll let you know if you ain't got the seatbelt on. So if you ain't gonna wear the seatbelt, you're gonna have to buckle it behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you start to move, it starts screaming at you that you ain't got your seatbelt on.
I hope they can turn that off.
You might be able to in it, because this one here, you're gonna be able to.
They did in that big excavator, but they did it.
So you just, of course, all you do is hit that red park brake, touch it, just hit, cut that off. Yeah. Now you hit the lock right there. Just touch it. All right. So she's ready to go.
She's ready to go in gear.
That's right. So this is your forward reverse over here. You know, so backwards is backwards, and that's that. And then left and right there, and right there's your ground speed. So if you want to, you can watch it up here, and it'll tell you how to see it.
Yeah.
Let's go back home. See it speeding up right there.
Yeah.
That's your ground speed and everything, and you can. It's got your degrees on your slopes right there, your side and your front and back, which is actually really cool too.
That's nice.
And then that right there is your angle on your blade, and then that right there is your cutting for your thing, and up in that. Now one of them buttons right there is going to be like a float.
Yeah.
Forward, I don't know which one it is. I know this one over here is one of these is a horn. Yeah, that's a horn right there. I'm not sure what that one does. I don't know on that. It's got a nice glove box right there too. But the camera's slick. That's probably communicating back with Caterpillar right there. That's gonna probably have a GPS module and everything. And so if anything goes to happen on this thing, they'll know about it.
Yeah.
A lot of the new stuff has that on it, and I think a lot of the main reason it has that, they're collecting the data, but also if you quit paying for it, or they can find it to go get it. But like I said, just tracking up the road, man, that thing felt really good right there. Of course, your throttle's right there on that twist knob. That's your throttle, just like on your excavator. And then that pedal right there is your decelerator. So like when you're pushing and you're getting at you and your push running wide open, and you go back to reverse, you can decelerate it down and then switch back to reverse and then let off of it and take off. You know, if you're grading, say you want to grade right up against that tree or a house or something, a structure, and you want to get up there and just kind of feather it out real, you know, get real fine where it's not, you can kind of decelerate it down to where you kind of creep. So you can use it like it's almost like a brake pedal. It'll slow the machine way down, you know, and then you know, adjust your ground speed right there. And stuff. But
I was glad you're here so I can ask, like, you're running a dozer and you go to change gears, or not gears, but direction.
Right.
Is it smart to decel then do it? Or?
I do. You can go backwards or whatever. You can go ahead and go backwards, especially if you're running at a slower speed.
Yeah.
You can do that. But I don't like to me it don't feel good on the machine.
Yeah, I didn't think
so I always decelerate it and go in reverse. So he told me, he's asking this, he's only got, what'd you say, about 6 minutes on the border, period. And you went from nothing to this right here, and never really been on a bulldozer. It's like me with stump grinding. I went, the first day I had my stump grinder, I grinded 11 hours straight. Thought I was gonna die. My fingers were so sore from working the toggles on the thing, and then my back was about to break. But I went from not knowing hardly anything to expert level in 11 hours.
Oh yeah.
All right, so one thing you'll have to watch is, like, if you're pushing brush or something, don't let something hop up and get in between the back of the blade and the front of the machine. If you do, stop and get off, because you got all kind of hoses and everything right there.
Yeah.
Just get off. It's real easy for it to happen if you're pushing, and you'll catch, like, you knock the glass out of one of these things like that quick, and this glass is not cheap either, dude. So look, if you're pushing and you see a sapling start to bow, just back up and catch it with a blade, where you go ahead and either shear it off or pop it out of the ground, you know, and everything, and get it out of your way and back, because it's real easy to hit this stuff right here with it. But you're primarily going to be in the dirt the majority of the time, right?
That's the plan, but you know, I don't ever know.
Gotcha.
I don't plan on, like, just uprooting trees with it.
Right.
But small stuff, I don't guess it hurt.
Well, just watch all that stuff up there, because it's, like I said, it's easy for something to come free and slap it.
All right, y'all. So y'all know I've only been in one of these for about 6 minutes, and I know somebody's gonna hate, like, you ain't got no business getting a dozer, but how else am I going to learn to drive one? So we're going to take it easy. As long as I don't hit Tim's truck back here. Oh man, this thing feels like a tank. I guess I'm just, when I was in that other dozer, it's hard going from a skid steer to a dozer, because, like, when you let off the thing over here, she's still going to keep moving. And it's hard to, it's just something different. You have to learn to take it out of gear to go into, you know, reverse or whatever, or forward. I did have it brought home so I can play with it here on the farm before I go to a job, and plus I got a root rake ordered, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. So like I said, I've got a 12-foot root rake that's supposed to be built this week. I ordered it with a dozer, but Caterpillar dropped the ball on that, of course, and it didn't come in, so I found another company here in Mississippi that is going to build one. They said they should get to it this week, so I'll be putting that on here before I actually take it to a job. Like I was telling Tim, it's going to break my heart to weld on a brand new dozer, but it's got to go on there because that's the sole purpose of this machine, is to have it on the bigger land clearing stuff. I feel like that's my biggest hold up on my jobs, is getting stuff from A to B. I figured this thing will complement that 313 more than anything else and help me get things done faster, and plus make things look a lot better too. It's hard to grade out with an excavator and that skid steer. So Tim, you probably think I'm about half crazy buying something I ain't never operated. She's here. So
well, here's the thing, it don't matter how good anybody is or how long they've been doing something, whether it's a race car, driving a race car, flying an airplane, running a bulldozer, an excavator, a road grader, driving a pickup truck, a car, whatever it is on this planet. It doesn't matter how good they are at this point in time. They started from ground zero at some point, and they cut their first tree down, they ran their first bulldozer, they ran their first excavator, drove their first race car. And that's the thing, I mean, everybody started from right here.
that's it.
You know, so, and the biggest thing, I say this a lot of times in my videos and stuff, and you know, it's like talking about being humble a while ago. the thing that I live by and I go by is in life, you only get what you give. And I mean, that's a fact, man.
Yep.
That's a fact. And so when you can give and you can do it, you don't have to give all the time, but when you can do it to the people who need it, that's the thing to do.
Yep.
You know, and stuff.
Well,
So it may not be the most popular thing, but later on in life, it's going to pay off. You know what I mean? So.
Well, thankfully you've gave back to me today. So it's just amazing that, like I said, I started with absolutely nothing, and I built a chainsaw, which led to you, and then now here you are. You just drove my brand new dozer up my driveway. So I don't know how much better it can get than that. So
Cool stuff.
Tim,
I enjoyed it, man. Enjoyed it. I
appreciate you coming up here, and he's a busy man. You know, I'm a small fish in the ocean, and he took time to come up here, and so I'm very thankful, man. I can't thank you enough.
What do you want me to do? Like put my hand up again?
Do whatever with your hands, Ricky Bobby.
I don't know what to do with that. Okay. I feel like I need to be a monkey swinging.
So I had to go work at the factory I do some work at, and I haven't even got to really get on this thing yet. I moved it to the back. A guy come picked up some lumber. You can see the blade's not even dirty, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get in it and I'm gonna go over here and push some of this mulch and stuff around. I might get over here and play around a bit. I really didn't want to get it dirty just yet until I get root rake on it, but I don't guess it matters. But I do have, my girlfriend's here, and she brought one of her little boys, and I told him I had a surprise for him, so we're gonna see what his thoughts are real quick.
What'd you say, Jack Bowie? What's that?
Bo, what is that thing? Huh? Beth, Rip, y'all going? A what?
A big bulldozer.
That's a big bulldozer.
What'd you think? His face.
So huge.
It's huge.
You can climb up there. What do you think? You wanna ride that thing? You like it?
You want to get in there? Let's push some dirt.
Tell him what you said you were gonna do with the bulldozer.
Flip the monster trucks over.
You gonna flip monster trucks over? It might can flip one over. You want to get in there and let's push some of this dirt? Okay, maybe Mama can film for us.
Yeah. Let's do it. but the neighbor dog doesn't quite scoot like Beth and Rip do. I don't know if y'all can see the smiles in the cab, but it's really hard to tell who's more excited about the new toy, Lindsay or Jack Bowie. What you think? Do you like it? Did you have fun?